Stay dry today, and I want to show you those temperatures because they are on the mild side this morning. So we are looking at temperatures this morning into the 40s and 50s out there, and then we'll show you those wind speeds. There we go. 53 in Tri-Cities, 49 Walla Walla, 52 at Hanford. But look at Yakima and Ellensburg. Certainly much cooler because the winds have been lighter and we have seen more breaks in the clouds to our north and west. And you can see that here in our wind speeds. Everywhere else, winds are starting to ramp up a little bit more, anywhere between 7 and about 17 miles per hour. So it will be a breezy day all across the region. In the Tri-Cities, temperatures around 50 at 8, rising into the lower 60s by noon, highs around 70. So cooler than that 75 yesterday, but still pretty nice for March standards with a mix of sun and clouds. Yakima, colder this morning, 42, 58 by noon, highs in the middle 60s today. And in Walla Walla, starting off in the upper 40s, 59 by lunchtime, and partly cloudy later on today with highs right around 65 degrees. The rain will arrive Friday night into the weekend. We'll time it out for you and let you know how low those temperatures go coming up in a bit. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. And now to a story you'll only see here. A lawsuit has been filed against Franklin County Sheriff Jim Raymond, one of his deputies, and 2 other companies that contracted with the jail after the death of a woman in their custody. Fabiola Valenzuela's family says she suffered from developmental delays and was denied care that led to her death. Apple Valley News Now's Austin Reed says the family is demanding answers and that this is all a matter of dignity.
Is she the nurse?
She is the nurse, so she's going to check you again.
I'll check your vitals again.
As soon as you go in here and sit on the mat, she'll be able to check you.
This was the last few moments of 42-year-old Fabiola Valenzuela's life. And to this day, it is hard for her son, Simon, to watch. Tell me a little bit about your mom.
So she was a very caring person, she loved being around her family. She loved being, she was just really social, really talkative.
Valenzuela of Connell suffered from developmental disabilities and had the cognitive capacity of a 12-year-old.
I knew Fabiola. She was a very kind person. She used to be my client on a prior case.
But in March of 2022, Valenzuela threw a flower pot through a door at what's now the demolished Thunderbird Motel in Pasco, causing damage to the glass window. Fabiola was arrested and taken to the Franklin County Jail.
She was more like a child. As you might imagine, because of that, also she maybe made some decisions that somebody that thought like a child would,
That's Eduardo Morphine of Morphine Law Firm of Kennewick. He took Fabiola's case and is now suing the county, along with R&B Fleck Enterprises, who is contracted to provide medical and mental health services, plus Western Medical Resources out of Walla Walla, Sheriff Jim Raymond in his official capacity, as well as another individual, Deputy Lindy Nothi. She was tasked with checking on the inmates that night.
We obtained video, and we're missing a large portion of the video from when she initially was put into the cell. We estimate about 20 hours maybe we're missing, but we were provided about 33 hours of video. And during these 33 hours of video, you could see that Fabiola is in distress.
Morphine also tells me that Valenzuela was not responding to medical questions. Staff did decide that she needed medical clearance before being booked, but Morphine says no medical clearance was ever sought.
The way that they treated her was just really, it was inhumane, it's not something that you can do to a human being. It's not something that you wish upon on anyone.
The $25.5 million suit claims that throughout her time in custody, Valenzuela did not receive her prescribed medication and was placed in solitary isolation for several days and in this cell with only one window on the door, which was covered by a screen, and the only means of observing the inside of the cell was through a camera placed in the corner of the ceiling. Court documents claim an inmate reported seeing Valenzuela covered in feces. The coroner's office later declared that Fabiola actually died from a meth overdose.
And they just completely ignore that she's in distress. They completely ignore that she's rolling around the floor of her cell. They completely ignore that her cell's in just a mess, it's in disarray. They ignore that she's not eating. They ignore that she's not drinking water. And by now she should be extremely dehydrated at a very dangerous level of dehydration. They don't get help for her.
Now, we do know that one of the deputies was subsequently terminated from their employment at Franklin County for falsifying prisoner observation logs in prior incidents. It is not clear yet if that guard is connected to this case. In the meantime, Faviola's son and lawyer are demanding change.
People have inherent value. People make some bad choices. I'll give you that. But people have value, and people have families who care about them, and even if they make bad choices, they can turn it around.
As for Valenzuela's son, Simon, he wants to ensure this kind of thing doesn't happen to anybody else.
Me and my family, we're just doing it for the justice. You know, I want to see something be done, you know, because this can prevent from happening again. You know, I've read about things that have happened in the past 2-3 weeks in Yakima. You know, it's happened again.
The Moxie Police Department has arrested a man in the killing of a baby. According to information released by Moxie Police, the 36-year-old man was arrested on suspicion of homicide by abuse. Investigators say first responders were called to a home in the 100 block of Ryle Lane in Moxie on March 11th. The call for help was reported as a baby suffering a medical emergency. The baby was taken to the hospital but later died. Investigators say they gathered evidence that led to the arrest of the man. He was taken to the Yakima County Jail, and the case has been sent to the prosecutor's office for review. Continuing coverage on the fatal shooting at an Ellensburg Jack in the Box, authorities say 2 children were in the victim's car at the time of the shooting. Investigators say when police got to the scene on March 15th, 21-year-old Christian Guthrie had suffered several gunshot wounds. They also found a 15-year-old boy and a 2-year-old boy in the car. They were not hurt, and at this time, the 17-year-old shooter is still in hiding. Police tell us they believe family and friends of the boy are monitoring social media and helping him. If you have any information, call the tip line, and that number is on your screen. Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, we are switching gears and bringing you something positive in the community. We're highlighting a local band, Easy Day, and they granted us an interview, and we also got to hear a new song. We'll be right back with that.
I've been with US Cellular for years now, and I think I'm their biggest fan. They asked me to tell you about their special customer event, Us Days. Us Days means exclusive deals just for us customers.
Us Days at US Cellular. Get up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good, you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the rain and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Get $7,500 purchase allowance on most 2024 Cadillac Lyriq models. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
People are switching to Spectrum Internet. Let's see why.
We count on Spectrum Internet and the advanced Wi-Fi to always keep us connected and protected.
It's so reliable and fast.
Get Spectrum Internet with 99.9% reliability for $49.99 a month with free advanced Wi-Fi, free modem, and free security suite for 12 months with no added taxes or fees and no contracts. Save even more with our new 2-year price guarantee when you level up to 1 gig. Call 1-833-548-4999 or scan to call.
Ever since we switched to Spectrum Internet, our daughter's curiosity has a new spark.
Now we're saving a ton.
Since Spectrum Internet is fast and reliable, we don't worry about interruptions.
Amazing!
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month with free advanced Wi-Fi. Save even more with our new 2-year price guarantee when you level up to 1 gig. Call 1-833-548-4999.
Call now.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See? $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
Boom. chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law.
It's now time to introduce you to your new favorite band. I've got the band Easy Day here with me. They're described as an indie rock type of band, but there are so many more levels to their music. So they're here to talk more about it as well as their upcoming projects. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. Can you start off by telling me your name and what you do in the band?
Well, my name is Griffin and I play bass.
I am Chase and I'm the rhythm guitarist and singer.
I'm Luke and I play the lead guitar.
My name is James and I play the drums.
Very cool. So my first question is, when you Google your band, it's described as indie rock, alternative. How would you describe your sound?
Our sound is a collection of all of our musical inspirations kind of conglomerated into one sound. You know, we say indie because there's not really much else to describe it, and we really say indie more so for the independent factor, not the sound of it, but it's because we produce ourselves and we record ourselves, so everything is done by the four of us, so that's really where the indie comes from.
That leads me to my next question. Who are your biggest musical influences, inspirations?
Well, that's the nice part about our band is because it kind of varies. It goes all over the place. Like, this is something that we talk about all the time. Like, I love how Griffin will be a huge fan of bands that I've never even heard of. And same with me, same with Chase, same with Luke, and all those ideas that we all enjoy and draw inspiration from really help us bring it together and make our sound outside of the box.
So your favorites are different genres usually?
Yeah. We overlap in some spots, but that's just
natural. Like the three of us, me, Griffin, and James, we're really big Red Hot Chili Pepper fans. That's a band that really locks in the three of us for jamming aspects. Like when we're rehearsing or we're kind of warming up, that jam mentality came from band, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but then when you single all of us out, it's very different.
It sounds like it fits all perfectly together. So you guys have a new song coming out, Dreamweaver. Tell me about that.
So Dreamweaver, it's really special to all of us.
Yeah.
It's something that kind of goes back to our old indie roots when it was just me and Luke, but then when you add in like Griffin, he has like a Strokes type bass line. That's what in my opinion, that's what I think it is. Like those little slides that he does, it's so cool. And then you have like a Mac DeMarco style of drums that James is doing. And then you combine it with like I said, like Hippocampus, like lyrics or like Backseat Lovers words. And then you have this dude doing just a really cool.
Same thing for 2 minutes.
I mean, it fits though.
Little hypnotic thing. We wrote it after we had a really, really long day. James and I
we spent probably 8 hours writing, but the nice
other
part,
songs.
yeah, the nice part though was when, like about Dreamweaver and like That Sinking Feeling, quite a few of our other songs on this record, like some of them just come together in such a natural way where the four of us will just sit down and play it. It's become one of our best put together songs, and that's why we're so excited.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear it. So it's coming out on the 25th, and we get to get a preview of it soon. And I have one more question. So you guys are performing at Tri-Town Get Down in the summer. What's that like?
It's year 2. I mean, we're back, we're excited,
I didn't get to play last year. I had jaw surgery at WSL, so I got to just watch.
Yeah,
so this will be your first time.
I
he filled in his stuff.
Definitely
brought in a new drummer.
And he played harmonica. No.
But it was fun. Like Get Down was such a really cool experience, and we've never gotten to play a show before that was that level of setup and conducted, and it's all really well put together, and it's been run incredibly efficiently, and like seeing the heights that they hope to take it to this next year, it looks like it's going to be even better than it was last year.
To help be a part of something that's so great for our community, it's really just it was a no-brainer when we were asked to come back.
And we should have our second album out by then.
Yeah.
Oh, cool, exciting.
Know music from before.
That'll be great. Well, thank you guys for joining us. And you can,
anytime.
of course, and you can find tickets to see them at Tri-Town Get Down on our article on our website. And don't forget to pre-save their new song, Dreamweaver. It comes out on the 25th. And don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Ready to bring your dream countertop to life? At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. This month, pay no sales tax at your local Richland or Walla Walla Floor & Home.
It's time to play Get to Know the Raptors and Alice. Favorite food?
Pizza, duh. Ribeye steak, rare.
A bowl of cantaloupe the size of a swimming pool.
Favorite triple play attraction?
2 words, arcade. The entire Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park.
Zipline. It's great for talking with guests.
Triple Play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, ropes course, and many more, all attached to a cozy hotel.
Cantaloupe, really?
Steak, really?
Let's get scratching. Let's get scratching.
When a rookie stunt driver meets the trainer who thought he'd seen it all. Again. There's bound to be action. But this is no ordinary blockbuster. It's a Nissan sales event ad, so you better act fast. Don't miss your chance to drive away in a new Nissan. Let's roll. Hurry into the Nissan Thrill of the Drive sales event.
Get 1.9% financing for 60 months on the 2023 Nissan Rogue, or get 2.9% financing for 36 months on Frontier.
Ready to bring your dream kitchen floor to life? At Floor & Home, you dream, we install. This month, pay no sales tax at your local Richland or Walla Walla Floor & Home.
Does your phone have the Apple Valley News Now app? With top local stories, first alert weather, and an easy way to enter our contests. Make Apple Valley News Now your go-to information app. Search and download on the App Store or Google Play.
You did the craziest thing last night. He went.
Next Live, Broadway's Jeremy Jordan, plus Top Chef's Gail Simmons.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
From Apple Valley News Now, first alert weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning and welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. We're taking a look at our temperatures and it is on the mild side. We're in the 40s and 50s out there this morning. That's because we saw more in the way of cloud cover overnight. 53 in the Tri-Cities, 52 in Connell, 51 at Hanford, 49 Walla Walla, 45 in Dayton, and 50 degrees in Toppenish. Now, our winds have been increasing over the past couple of hours and overnight, I should say, as well. So wind speeds are anywhere between 10 and about 22 miles per hour now in Connell. So they're starting to ramp up, and we could see gusts as high as 25 miles per hour today. So it will be a breezy Thursday for us. We did see a couple of light rain showers move through overnight, all thanks to an upper level disturbance. Maybe a few sprinkles right now in Connell and over toward Dayton along the foothills of the Blues. But that is all that is showing up on our first alert radar. I think we're going to be dry today. As that area of high pressure sinks a little bit farther to the south, we're going to be in between systems. So the upper level system that brought us a few showers overnight and the clouds this morning, that is moving off to the east today, bringing snow to portions of Idaho and Montana. We're waiting on our next storm system, which is still out over the Pacific Ocean. That will be moving on shore this upcoming weekend. So tomorrow, as that low gets closer to the coast, the rain will increase along the coast and along the Cascades. We're still dry during the day tomorrow, but our rain chances will be going back up Friday night and into your Saturday, where we'll likely see periods of light rain with that upper low pushing on shore, and we'll likely see snow along the Cascades and down across the Sierras. And that is certainly some good news for all of those ski resorts, I should say. We're going to have the ski report coming up in just a minute. So here's what you can expect today. A mix of sun and clouds on your Thursday, and temperatures will be climbing into the 60s and close to 70 degrees. I think we'll hit 70 in the Tri-Cities, 65 Walla Walla, 66 in Yakima. So a few degrees cooler than what we saw yesterday, but still not bad for March standards. And there will be that breeze today. Now the winds will diminish tonight. We're mostly cloudy. Temperatures fall back down into the 40s. And then tomorrow will feature mostly cloudy skies. It's going to be a gloomy day on Friday. I think we're dry during the daytime hours, maybe a stray shower along the foothills of the Blues, but our rain chances really don't go up until late Friday night and into the weekend. So tomorrow, look for high temperatures in the mid and upper 60s. Still warm to round out the work week. It has been a very dry week and a very warm week. Remember, we saw record-breaking temperatures over the past few days. Now, rain chances going up Saturday and Sunday. It won't rain the entire weekend, but we will see periods of light rain on and off throughout Saturday and even on Sunday. Temperatures drop back down below average. Sunday and Monday, we're in the upper 50s, and we drop down around 60 Tuesday and Wednesday. Yakima, 66, 62 on Friday with a slight chance for a shower, and then cooler as we head into the upcoming weekend. Walla Walla, breezy today, 65, then those rain chances really going up Saturday, Sunday, staying pretty high into Monday. 69 and breezy in Hermiston, 67 today, or tomorrow I should say, and then scattered rain showers Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Here is your ski report that I promised you. This is what it looks like out at Schweitzer Mountain. Sun not up just yet, but the snowpack is gradually diminishing since it has been so warm. So that snow continuing to melt. They are expecting rain, maybe mixed with a little bit of snow today. No accumulation expected, 36 degrees, and it will be a breezy day. That base step down to 38 inches. Ski Bluewood today, cloudy, 42, so more spring-like seeing expected. No new snow, but the good news is we may see some additional snow this upcoming weekend at all the area ski resorts. White Pass, we actually saw an inch overnight. How about that? Bringing that base depth up to 76, 39 degrees today with a mix of rain and snow, but you'll likely pick up a few more inches as we head into the upcoming weekend. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. And well, we got to talk to the band Easy Day earlier, but now we'll get to hear a song from them right here in the studio. This is them performing their song called I Hope.
Why are you so low? Come and bounce and feel lighter. I am one of those never amount to kind of words. All that's lost comes first, showing what I want. Please stand by and hope to God that I'm there, never scared. What's to come? I'm lighter than ever. How you doing? How you doing? You look fine. You are mine, I hope.
So good. If you guys haven't seen them live yet, you definitely need to check them out. And if you want to hear more, and if you want to see an acoustic performance of Dreamweaver, their song that has not been released yet, check out the article on our website later today, and you can also find tickets to see them next on our website as well. And when we return on Good Morning Northwest, Alzheimer's researchers have some tough stats to share. Up next, how much caregivers are being impacted, not just emotionally, but financially. We'll be right back with details on that next.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982. And for 20 years, I worked with the fleet, repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease. There are some very, very expensive drugs, and my copay on that is $0. All I have to do is pick up the phone, and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records, and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not, and just kind of let them know what those next steps are, the timeline of how long it could take for them to get approved.
There's no other word quite like home. Not house, not residence, not dwelling. Because it's more than any specific place. It could be in the team spirit that keeps your heart pounding the whole drive over the mountains. It could be in the friendships that make you do one more lap around the park. Or make you able to laugh at yourself. It's a feeling, a belonging. And that's really different for everyone. So while we can't define what home is to you, what we can do is help you get there.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Mazda CX-5 with 0% financing from McCurley Mazda.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra. Welcome back. A new report offers insight into the struggle that the 7 million Americans living with Alzheimer's and their caregivers are facing. The Alzheimer's Association released a comprehensive look at the issue in its 2024 report called Mapping a Better Future for Dementia Care Navigation. 70% of caregivers surveyed say coordinating treatment for their loved ones is stressful. The healthcare professionals who help them agree, 60% believe caregivers are not getting all the assistance they need. The Alzheimer's Association is pushing for earlier detection, diagnosis, and treatment of early-stage dementia. The cost of care for Alzheimer's patients is expected to reach $360 billion this year. According to the report, that's a $15 billion increase from 2023. Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, it's another step closer to a ban of TikTok in the U.S. What senators are now saying about the social media app and the warning they feel compelled to give. Plus, a new regional bike plan is working its way to the area. We'll be back with more details right after this.
Over the years, personal injury lawyers and law firms have come and gone from our area. For over 30 years, the constant voice for our community has been from Allen Brecky Law Offices. To find out what your rights are under the law, call now.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good, you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the rain and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Next ET, Jim Parsons on his Young Sheldon send-off.
It was beautiful.
Plus, Boris Kodjoe's Station 19 exclusive.
It's being announced right now, live on ET.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Tempur-Pedic designed the Ergo Pro Smart Base to help you fall asleep more easily. It's the only smart base that features our exclusive Soundscape mode that synchronizes a gentle massage with relaxing sounds to help you drift peacefully off to sleep.
Get a free $300 gift when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right Tempur-Pedic.
Your best days of the year start here at Kubota Orange Days. It's the year's biggest selection of Kubota tractors, zero-turn mowers, and utility vehicles, including the #1 selling compact tractor in the USA. Plus, get 0 down and 0% APR for 84 months or up to $2,800 off select Kubota tractors. Orange goes all day. Sales ending soon. Visit your local dealer today.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
Before you head for the slopes, catch the Apple Valley News Now Northwest Ski Report. It's on air during weather, online at applevalleynewsnow.com or on our mobile app. The Northwest Ski Report from Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Schweitzer Mountain Resort in Sandpoint, Idaho.
The average cost of hearing aids is nearly $5,000, but now you can buy a full pair of rechargeable, wireless, nearly invisible, easy to use, and comfortable hearing devices for only $99, but only from Audient.
It's easy to use.
They're small.
A pair of $99 Audient Atoms can be sold over the phone without having to see a doctor or audiologist. Call to order.
1-800-617-3809.
Collision at only 20 miles per hour can still cause serious injuries, even with safety belts and airbags. There's no guarantee that you will walk away injury-free. To find out what your rights are under the law, call now.
The best way to end your day.
That is good TV.
Friends, tonight at 11:05.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, TikTok could very well be on the chopping block for U.S. users. How it's closer to being banned. And businesses around the Tri-Cities region are getting some recognition. We'll have more on that in just a moment. Also get ready to grab those umbrellas. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona has rain chances in your full weather forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is 6:30 on Thursday, March 21st. Let's check in now on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. And Tiffany, we are going to need our umbrellas this weekend. Also, I like how we match colors.
We are going to need the umbrellas. Yes, we do. We are going to need them Friday night into your Saturday and Sunday. Unfortunately, the active weather arriving on the weekend. We've had such a nice stretch of weather, and that nice weather will continue today as far as temperatures go. Now, we are starting off with a few more clouds this morning than we have in past mornings. Our sunrise at 6:56, so we're about 25 minutes away from that. We're at 53 in Tri-Cities, 45 in Dayton, 49 Walla Walla, 52 in Connell, 52 in Prosser, and colder across the Yakima Valley, where we've dropped to 37 degrees. So as you head out the door this morning, you will notice that wind has certainly kicked up in many locations. It is going to be a breezy day, but a warm afternoon. So as you're heading out the door, prepare for temperatures in the 40s and 50s, depending on where you are. You'll need the light jacket and sunglasses. It's not going to be completely sunny like it has been, but we will see periods of sun on and off throughout the day. And as the kids are getting ready to head off to school, grab them the hoodie or the jacket this morning. And then as they're getting home, not nearly as warm. That is the big story today. Middle 60s for highs. Now the rain chances return tomorrow night. We'll let you know when the best day for rain will be and how much cooler we're going to get coming up. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. Now, the debate over TikTok use in the U.S. is heating up once again, and this comes after a national security briefing, and it's not looking good for the social media platform. Reporter Andrea Fuji says one senator is comparing TikTok to a, quote, gun aimed at Americans.
The bill is passed. This morning, 1 week after the House approved a bill that could potentially ban TikTok in the U.S., senators from both sides of the aisle have a stark new warning about the app.
TikTok is a grave national security threat to Americans.
TikTok is a gun aimed at Americans' heads.
Senators yesterday got a classified briefing about how TikTok, owned by Chinese company ByteDance, uses the information it gathers against Americans. One concern, that the app could be used by China to influence the upcoming presidential election.
I will say very emphatically, the American people need and deserve to hear what we've just been told, because they would be deeply frightened.
ByteDance denies sharing Americans' data with the Chinese government. TikTok has urged its 170 million users in the U.S. to contact their lawmakers to oppose the bill passed by the House. Some of that lobbying now reportedly getting violent.
Okay, listen. If you ban TikTok, I will find you and shoot you.
That's a voicemail North Carolina Senator Thom Tillis says his office received.
To have TikTok tell these kids to do that doesn't actually help their case, it hurts their case.
The bill passed by the House would force ByteDance to sell the app or face a ban in the U.S. Still no word if the Senate will take up that bill, but there appears to be growing support for some sort of action later this spring.
Senators are now considering holding a public hearing on the TikTok bill. Congress returns from spring break April 8th. And the Boise Police Department says they are still searching for a hospital inmate who escaped from custody and his accomplice who is accused of shooting 3 correctional officers. A warrant with a $2 million bond was issued for the arrest of Nicholas Umpenhauer. 3 Idaho correctional officers were injured in the shooting at a Boise area hospital right in front of the ER. Boise police say Umpenhauer helped inmate Skylar Mead escape from custody, and they took off in a gray 2020 Honda Civic. The pair is considered armed and dangerous. Authorities say they don't know where the two might be headed. Washington now has several new laws intended to help fight the fentanyl crisis, with funding overdose reversal medication and awareness campaigns. Governor Inslee signed those proposals into law during a ceremony yesterday. His office says the governor is also planning to sign the legislature's supplemental budget proposal, which would put even more money towards substance use disorder treatment programs. An expansion to Hermiston's Harrison Park broke ground this afternoon, adding new playing fields and amenities. There's going to be 3 new basketball courts, new soccer goals, and a picnic pavilion. Lighting and security cameras will also be installed at the basketball courts. At the groundbreaking, we talked with the people who made these additions possible. Made to Thrive is a Hermiston-based organization dedicated to reshaping the lives of at-risk and foster youth. And the organization provides mentoring, funding, equipment, and transportation for youth. The executive director of the organization says this project has been going smoothly.
And it just came together pretty seamlessly. There haven't been a lot of challenges yet, but we are starting, just the groundbreaking.
Harrison Park is at the south end of Northwest 13th Street in Hermiston, and the expansion is expected to be completed by June. The Tri-City Regional Chamber of Commerce held their annual awards luncheon yesterday. This is an event celebrating businesses big and small in our area. IT Haven, Meyer Architecture and Engineering, Prime Dental, and the nonprofit organization Heartlings Hospice all received awards for being on a roll in 2023. The MC decided to go a bit off script and asked for businesses who had been in Tri-Cities for over a decade to stand up. As she counted up to 65 years, there were still quite a few standing, like Giza, CBC, the Girl Scouts, and more.
I see the Port of Benton over there. I see HAPO. I'm going to mess this up, so I'm not going to do this. But who's this group? I'm trying to see your faces. Kennewick Irrigation District. All right. When's our water coming on? Actually, I saw sprinklers this morning. Yay! Thank you for being here. All right. And watch the.
She went on to share how the Tri-Cities Chamber of Commerce works to connect small and micro businesses to resource support and opportunities, and emphasize the Chamber's advocacy for business in the Tri-Cities. And our very own Riley Fitzgerald is up next. She's got information on a new potential regional bike plan, how you can get involved. We'll be back with that after this.
Hello there, watch live with Kelly and Mark.
Weekday mornings at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
This is Ford Truck Month with amazing offers across an amazing lineup of Ford trucks. Get to Ford Truck Month. Lock in a 6-year rate. Get 1.9% for 72 on a 2023 F-150 only at your local Ford dealer.
We wondered, where do people do their banking? So we asked.
I bank at HAPO.
HAPO's my bank. I've been a member of HAPO since I was 10 years old, 60 years.
I bank at HAPO Community Credit Union.
I'm with HAPO.
You're not just a number there. You're treated really well.
I feel like they're part of my community.
It's easy, it's convenient, and I just love the people there.
I guess the question we should be asking is, where do you credit union? Join HAPO Community Credit Union today.
It's the wall-to-wall sale at Furniture Row, and that means every sofa, dining table, and bed is on sale. Find sofas with clean contemporary styling to laid-back premium comfort, dining tables with rustic farmhouse charm, to sophisticated polished marble tops, beds with retro industrial style, and two-tone cottage charm. Save up to 50% on select Tempur-Adapt mattresses, plus 5 years no-interest financing. Shop today and save during the wall-to-wall sale, only at Furniture Row.
In 1997, my father-in-law John Ramsey started his business.
We took it from 2.5 acres. Now we're 22 acres.
What separates us is you're not just a number when you walk in the door.
Professional, on time. They answer all my questions.
If you're looking for a high-quality trailer at the right price, this is the place.
It feels like a home away from home.
I can guarantee when you buy an RV from us, you are part of the Broadmoor family.
At Broadmoor RV,
we make camping fun!
Hi, I'm Gino at Italstone.
Hi, I'm Andrew at Italstone. Excited to join my father's business, a true family business.
And we got great news for you. We just got a fantastic deal on quartz and granite slabs that we want to pass on to you. You'll be shocked at the savings. Come and see us for a free estimate. You'll be glad you did. We are with you every step of the way.
This is Ford Truck Month with amazing offers across an amazing lineup of Ford trucks. Get to Ford Truck Month. Lock in a 6-year rate. Get 1.9% for 72 on a 2023 F-150 only at your local Ford dealer.
Amazing. Breathtaking.
Just south of the Canadian border is an awesome trail with a waterfall you'll never forget.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beyond words.
Sweet Creek Falls on Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
To help promote professional first aid training, Apple Valley News Now with Columbia Safety are giving you a chance to win a $500 gift card. To enter, click on contests at applevalleynewsnow.com, and soon a $500 gift card could be yours.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Beautiful spring weather comes with more people getting outside on the trails and pathways. The Benton Franklin Council of Governments is looking for people with thoughts on the current bicycle networks in the Tri-Cities. Riley Fitzgerald joins us live now in studio. Good morning, Riley. How can people get involved with this plan?
Good morning, Jessica. The Benton Franklin Council of Governments is working on the development of a regional bicycle plan. This means they're looking for feedback on a couple of different areas. First, the barriers to biking in the Tri-Cities, then desired connections around the region, and frequently traveled routes. The council is then going to work to fill those gaps.
We're doing a current infrastructure analysis, so looking at all of the region's facilities, whether that's bike lanes or bike paths, seeing where there's gaps, identifying those gaps, and then helping jurisdictions see where they can get funding to fill in those gaps.
Benton and Franklin counties currently have 44 miles of trails in urban areas. While there's a lot of recreational biking, the Council of Governments is hoping to see more commuting via bicycle. I spoke with Aaron Breich about the regional bike plan meeting that happened last night in Richland. He says it had just about record attendance with around 30 people who showed up to participate in the discussions. He says there's different levels of cyclists in the community, all with different goals and ideas for the council to consider. He also included that it was good to hear perspectives from people who use bikes as their only mode of transportation. If you're interested, there is one meeting left in this kickoff series for the regional bike plan. It's tonight from 5 to 7 o'clock at the Mid-Columbia Kennewick Library.
So we have done an active transportation plan in the past. We are splitting it into 2 documents now. So this year we're doing the regional bike plan, and then next year will be the regional pedestrian plan. So this year is the bike plan. We're holding a kickoff series for people to be able to give their input at the very front of the planning process rather than, say, during the middle or the very end.
Once the Council of Governments has its initial feedback, it's going to make a working group and then release an official survey in May. With that official survey feedback, the plan will be developed throughout the summer. A draft should be completed by October, and according to officials, the plan will be adopted by the board in December. Next year, the Benton Franklin Council of Governments is also going to start working on a regional pedestrian plan. Stay tuned for more details as we get closer to that. In studio, I'm Riley Fitzgerald. Jessica, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Riley. And up next on Good Morning Northwest, meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your first alertful forecast. She'll tell you when you can expect some rain. We'll be right back with that.
6 o'clock, bogey.
Did you say burger? Because I could go for a burger.
I'm not talking about burger.
Roger that. Fire now.
Need burger? Get burger! Spicy Western Bacon Cheeseburger, only at Carl's Jr.
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the TurboMax engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now. Get $5,000 total value on Silverado LTZ and High Country models when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Or during Chevy truck season, get as low as 0.9% financing in all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups.
See your community Chevy dealers.
How does free college or training sound? It's possible. Washington College Grant gives eligible people money for certificate programs, job training, apprenticeships, or college. Learn more at wagrant.org. That's wagrant.org.
Next extra, Jake Gyllenhaal on stepping into Patrick Swayze's boots.
Were you intimidated?
35 years after the original Roadhouse, how Jake turned the remake into a tribute to his friend.
He meant so much.
Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
People are switching to Spectrum Internet.
We count on Spectrum Internet and the advanced Wi-Fi to always keep us connected and protected.
It's so reliable and fast.
Ever since we switched to Spectrum Internet, our daughter's curiosity has a new spark.
Now we're saving a ton.
Amazing.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month with advanced Wi-Fi, free modem, and free security suite for 12 months with no added taxes or fees. Save even more with our new 2-year price guarantee when you level up to 1 gig. Call 1-833-977-4999 or scan to call.
Call now.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams.
Look at you. Okay, you ready?
Save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
At Goodwill, we're more than just a store. We believe in the power of community. Our devoted team of employees, working hand in hand with local business partners, unite to create opportunities for all. Within Goodwill's Employment Connection Center is a free walk-in job search assistance program that assists job seekers in crafting resumes, preparing for interviews, and grants access to community resources and information. We're not just building careers, we're building bridges that strengthen our community.
Goodwill, where your purchases and donations transform your community.
Oh boy, look at that Carl's Jr. burger. Bacon, jalapenos, beef, cheese, bacon, beef. $5 on the app? What? Another burger. Lettuce, cheese, melty, delicious pickle. You gotta be kidding. Barbecue sauce, strip, crunchy onion rings. $5? I'm burger rich. Need burger? Get burger. Yeah!
Stacy Lee, she's on your side. Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest and happy Thursday, everyone. Hope your day is getting started off right. We are starting off with a few more clouds this morning as the sky gets brighter and brighter. We're about a good 10 minutes away from the official sunrise here in the Tri-Cities, and the sun sets at 7:11 tonight. Temperatures are in the 50s. We're mild to start off the day, considering our average this time of year in the 30s. So 53 in Tri-Cities, 52 Connell, 49 Walla Walla, 51 at Hanford, and colder in Yakima, where the winds have been lighter and we have seen more breaks in the cloud cover. Here are those winds. They're starting to ramp up out of the south and west. Remember, that is a warming wind. So winds will range between 10 and 20 miles per hour, and we could see gusts as high as 25 miles per hour today. So with all of the warm weather recently, the trees are starting to bloom, so the pollen counts are increasing. If you're allergic to tree pollen, keep in mind that the tree pollen will likely be in the medium to high range today, especially because of the wind, and tomorrow as well. And then we'll start to get some relief as we head into the upcoming weekend, as the forecast pollen counts are expected to drop due to our increasing rain chances. Speaking of rain, we saw a couple of light showers along the foothills of the Blues overnight. I'm talking about a trace, 1/100 of an inch. That's about it. And we have a few lingering sprinkles right over Dayton and just east of Walla Walla. This is in association with an upper level system that moved through overnight. And here it is. It will be moving across portions of Idaho and Montana, bringing some snow showers to that part of the country. We're still under this area of high pressure. It's not nearly as strong, so that's why we have been cooling off gradually day to day. But we're going to keep it dry today since we're in between systems, and our next storm system is still offshore. That will be moving onshore this weekend. So tomorrow we'll have more clouds. Rain chances increase along the coast and along the Cascades tomorrow. And then by Saturday, we're looking at periods of light rain on and off throughout the day, with snow falling across the Cascades and also down across the Sierras. It's good news for all the ski resorts. We should pick up some additional snow after an incredibly warm week. So today, mix of sun and clouds, warm, breezy, highs around 70 in the Tri-Cities, mid to upper 60s elsewhere. Tonight, winds will diminish. That should allow temperatures to drop back down into the low and middle 40s. Now, tomorrow will be cloudy throughout the day, so not nearly as much sunshine as the past couple of days. And I think we're dry during the daytime hours, but once we get into Friday night, that's when our rain chances are back in play. Tomorrow, we're still relatively warm. Temperatures above average, 69 in the Tri-Cities, 64 Walla Walla, 68 in Pendleton, and 62 in Yakima. Now, as we take you into the weekend, that's when the rain starts to accumulate, and it looks like we could pick up anywhere between a quarter to about a half an inch on average. It may be a little bit less in the heart of the Columbia Basin, and it has been an incredibly dry March. We need the rain. Notice that most of the region, we are not in any drought conditions, but they're abnormally dry along the foothills of the Blues and eastward, and especially along the east slopes of the Cascades. So we will enter that abnormally dry category if we do not get some rain soon. Our 7-day forecast showing that we are looking at breezy conditions today. We fall into the 60s tomorrow. Rain chances ramping up this weekend. Yakima 66 and breezy today. Slight chance for a shower late tomorrow, and then better chances for more rain Saturday and Sunday. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. And we'll be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast. But first, here's a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the future of female crash test dummies in America. The dummies inside current tests are based on designs nearly 5 decades old. And they're largely built to reflect the male body. What experts say needs to be done to make women just as safe as men on the road.
We know that females are injured differently than a male. So it doesn't matter if you have a small male in the car. We need to have a female in the car to represent a female.
And coming up at 7 a.m., how the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is responding.
The previous generation of vehicles, there's no question that there was a disparity between male and female crash outcomes. And look, as a department, we are obviously committed to closing that gap.
With your GMA First Look, I'm Gio Benitez, ABC News, New York.
You might be used to living with your albuterol asthma rescue inhaler, but it's a bit of a dinosaur because it only treats your symptoms, not inflammation. Treating both symptoms and inflammation with Rescue is supported by asthma experts. Finally, there's a modern way to treat symptoms and asthma attacks. Air Supra is the first ever dual-action rescue inhaler that treats your asthma symptoms and helps prevent attacks. Air Supra is the only rescue FDA approved to do both. Air Supra is an as-needed rescue inhaler and should not be used as a maintenance treatment for asthma. Get medical help right away if your breathing does not improve, continues to worsen, or for serious allergic reactions. Using Air Supra more than prescribed could be life-threatening. Serious side effects include heart problems, increased risk of thrush, or infections. Welcome to the modern age of dual-action asthma rescue. Ask your doctor if Air Supra is right for you.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:52. We'll get to your first alert forecast in just a moment, but we begin with a look at this morning's top stories. Now, in your top headlines, the Moxie Police Department has arrested a man in the killing of a baby. According to information released by Moxie Police, the 36-year-old man was arrested on suspicion of homicide by abuse. Investigators say first responders were called to a home in the 100 block of Ryle Lane in Moxie on March 11th. The call for help was reported as a baby suffering a medical emergency. The baby was taken to the hospital but later died. Investigators say they gathered evidence that led to the arrest of the man. He was taken to the Yakima County Jail, and the case has been sent to the prosecutor's office for review. Continuing coverage on the fatal shooting at an Ellensburg Jack in the Box, authorities say 2 children were in the victim's car at the time of the shooting. Ellensburg investigators say when police got to the scene on March 15th, 21-year-old Christian Guthrie had suffered several gunshot wounds. They also found a 15-year-old boy and a 2-year-old boy in the car. They were not hurt, and at this time, the 17-year-old suspect is still in hiding. Police tell us they believe family and friends of the boy are monitoring social media and helping him. If you have information, call the tip line at the number on your screen. A Prosser paraeducator who was arrested last week on drug charges was supposed to be in court yesterday for a hearing, but Amy Buxton did not show up. Buxton was arrested on March 12th, and she was charged with manufacturing or possessing a controlled substance with intent to deliver. By not showing up for court, the judge increased bail to $20,000. And the Boise Police Department says they are still searching for a hospital inmate who escaped from custody and his accomplice who is accused of shooting 3 correctional officers. A warrant with a $2 million bond was issued for the arrest of Nicholas Umpenauer. Boise police say Umpenauer helped inmate Skylar Mead escape from custody there, and they took off in a gray 2020 Honda Civic. The pair is considered armed and dangerous. Authorities say they don't know where the two might be headed. Washington now has several new laws intended to help fight with fentanyl crisis. The funding overdose reversal medication and also awareness campaigns. Governor Inslee signed those proposals into law during a ceremony yesterday. His office says the governor is also planning to sign the legislature's supplemental budget proposal, which would put even more money toward substance use disorder treatment programs. It's that time of year once again where it's all about college basketball. For the first time in almost a decade, Spokane will be hosting some of the NCAA men's tournament games. It's exciting for fans, but this also provides an opportunity for scammers. Tickets to the first and second round games at the arena are actually sold out. So if you see a website that looks like it's selling tickets to a game here that could be too good to be true, it probably is. The Ben Franklin Council of Governments is working on the development of a regional bicycle plan. This means they're looking for feedback on a couple of different areas. First, the barriers to biking in the Tri-Cities, then desired connections around the region, and frequently traveled routes. The council is then going to work to fill those gaps. If you're interested, there is one more meeting left in the kickoff series for the regional bike plan, and it's tonight from 5 to 7 at the Mid-Columbia Kennewick Library.
Good morning. It's a mild start out there, and it's a breezy start. You could see the trees swaying in the wind there as we take a live look out of our Legends Casino Hotel Skycam in Richland. Our temperatures are in the upper 40s, lower 50s. Not bad for it being almost 7 o'clock in the morning. 53 Tri-Cities, 52 Connell, 50 in Prosser. Colder across the Yakima Valley, 37, where the wind has been lighter. And here are those sustained winds are anywhere between 10 and about 20 miles per hour, a little bit lighter across our westernmost communities. And we could see gust highs 25 today. So it will be a warm and breezy day, not quite as warm as yesterday as our cooling trend continues, but not bad for March standards. Mid to upper 60s, I think we'll top out at 70 in Tri-Cities with a mix of sun and clouds. Winds diminish tonight. We drop down into the 40s. We're mostly cloudy. And tomorrow during the daytime hours, I think we're dry. Highs mid to upper 60s, so still above average tomorrow with the rain moving in tomorrow night. Your 7-day forecast showing that we will see cloudy conditions tomorrow, 69, a chance for showers, a good chance, I should say, Saturday and Sunday. Scattered showers looking possible on Monday, too. Yakima, 66, breezy today, 62 tomorrow with a slight chance for showers, and the best chance for rain looks to be on Saturday. Walla Walla, breezy, 65 today, slight chance for a shower tomorrow, and then rain chances are pretty high Saturday, Sunday, and Monday of next week. Hermiston, 69 and breezy, 67 and cloudy, and then a good chance for scattered rain showers Saturday and Sunday. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany, and thank you for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. GMA is next, and your local news is back tonight at 5. You can always find updates on our website. Have a thrilling Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow.